Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Leo in mid-July 2021. What is going on, Leo? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Leo, welcome to mid-July, and happy freaking birthday, guys. It is Leo season, right around the corner. We're about 4 or 5 days away from that. So whenever your birthday is, whether it be in July, in August, whenever you're celebrating your special day, however you're celebrating your special day, I hope you are. I hope you have an amazing time, Leo. I'm into it because, you know, I'm a Leo too. Here we have the Four of Pentacles, right? No, Four of Cups. Opportunity beckons. Opportunity beckons. Very interesting. Got something to consider, Leo. Got something that's weighing on your mind, weighing on your heart, weighing on your shoulders, something that you're contemplating. It's an offer or a possibility, an opportunity, right? You may or may not recognize it. You may or may not perceive it or want it or whatever, but it's there. I'm not going to take the ones that came face down, but we are going to take the one that came face up. That's Ace of Wands, new vitality. So for some of you, get into it. You've got a new opportunity, something that is going to fulfill you or give you motivation, give you confidence, give you energy, give you spunk, give you something to be excited about, to be enthralled with. You know, it's very new. It's very spicy. I like it. That energy feels great. Feels like a breath of fresh air. Yeah? Good for you. Anyway, here in mid-July, guys, let's talk a little bit. So we've got some things to look forward to. We're going to do the Leo reading for your birthday season, the 22nd or the 23rd, one of those days. Be on the lookout. I'll post it up here for you guys. I haven't recorded it yet, but it'll be up here either on the 22nd or the 23rd for you guys, your birthday season reading. Then we're going to have your live reading with me on a Saturday night. I think it's going to be, pretty sure, August the 7th. Yep. So August 7th, 7 p.m. here on the channel. For Leos, I will be reading live for your birthday season. If you have a question you want answered by me, free of charge, to celebrate your season, stop on by, okay? So be on the lookout for more announcements of that, reminders of that on YouTube here, as well as on my Instagram. Feel free to follow me on Instagram by looking in the description box below, okay? Any other announcements? Oh yeah, please take good, very care of yourselves at this time. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe, happy, healthy, secure, all that good stuff. If you're surrounded by other people, I hope they're treating you good and treating you right. And I hope that you're doing the same towards them. And if you're out socializing, getting together with people for your birthday or any other reason, please do so safely. Take all precautions necessary in order for you to safely gather, okay? I know that we're almost back to normalcy in some places, but in other places, we've got a lot of work to do, okay? So make good choices, guys. Take care of yourselves. Be mindful of others, all that good stuff, all right? If you got nothing good to put out into the universe, maybe stay inside. But I think most Leos are pretty chill. I think we're pretty much aware of our connectivity with people and try to do good. Not always, but we try, okay? All right, guys, finally, let's get into it. Leo, timestamp is down in the description box. How to order a personal reading with me if you're interested is down there. And again, if you want to follow me on Instagram, go ahead and drop me a follow over there by following the link below, okay? Messages for Leo in mid-July. Show me, please. Messages for Leo in mid-July. Show me the messages. Oh, boy, you guys are really on a roll. All right, so what did we have before? We had the, I forget what the first one was, but we had the Four of Cups. What else do we have? Four of Cups. Oh, Ace of Wands, and then now this, Nine of Pentacles. So really feeling yourself, really feeling your oats. This is well-deserved rewards, aka Nine of Pentacles. So I feel, Leo, you're kind of stepping into your own, feeling more in control of the situation or your life than you did before, kind of answering to nobody, taking nobody's shit. That's what that feels like. That's good. It's what a Leo's known to do, but I don't think Leo has been in that mood for a minute. But we'll see. God, I can't read all those. I'm not going to do that. All right, let's get into it, guys. Messages for Leo, mid-July 2021. Please, let's start the reading. Thank you very much. Lovely. Fool. aka in this deck, Trust. Some of you Leos have had issue trusting. Giving into the nothingness, giving into the unknown. That's been a struggle. That's okay. Leos like to know what's going on. But sometimes you're not supposed to. Or it's unimportant, I suppose. Maybe not less than you're not supposed to, or it's just unimportant. What's up with this? You know, I've done all these readings today, and some of them started with 3. The past, like, 3 or 4 readings I've done, they've started with 4 cards, making them inevitably longer than I wanted them to be. Anyway, let's see how we're going to do this. Yes, okay, thank you. Alright, so the Fool card, Aquarian energy, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and then the 5 of Cups. Yeah, I think, Leo, you're very interested in me. How do we progress? Me, the Leo, not me personally, Jay, but me, the collective Leo populace is like me. How do I progress? How do I succeed? How do I get what I need, what I desire here? And the work you're gonna have to put in or have been putting in is not, you know what it takes, or you know what it took to get you to where you are right now. You know, some of you are just getting into this, some of you are coming out of this. What I'm seeing here is a big transition. What I'm seeing here is a big transition away from maybe a certain expectation you had because of dedicated effort, releasing expectations from your dedicated effort, possibly embracing the unknown. So listen, I think most people are like this, but Leo can be this way. Leo likes to know, Leo likes gratitude, to receive gratitude. I think many Leos give it easily or very freely, gratitude. Oh, thank you so much. Or, oh my God, I didn't expect this, even though you did. But you'll say, oh, I didn't expect this. Oh my God, you're so kind, and do all that stuff. Like, it's not flattery, but it is sort of making someone know wholeheartedly that you appreciate them. And I think Leos make a big deal out of doing that, either consciously or subconsciously, but then also more than likely consciously expect to get that back. And that's not always the way. You know, not everything in life is given and taken in equal parts, equal measure, right? So I feel where you have been dedicated, where you have been focusing yourself, putting in due diligence, really expecting a certain outcome, expecting a certain award or recognition, it might not come out that way or at all. You know, here's this guy painting this mural, and maybe he thinks, oh man, when I'm finished this mural, the entire city, the council, the people, they're going to love it. And then maybe he gets down from that scaffolding and he finds out, oh man, the people don't love it. The figures that I painted, the hours that I spent, the mixing of colors that I thought was so brilliant, other people were just like, I've seen better, right? So maybe that's it. And again, like, I don't want to make it seem like Leo's being, you know, a typical Leo and like wanting people to like adore them and give them adulation just cause. It's like, no, you've put in the work. You literally produced something. You literally gave effort towards something. But it's not giving you the outcome that you expected. That's the thing to be released or released from. This idea that the expectation will be, you know, this plus this will equal that. For sure. No, sometimes it doesn't. And releasing from that is a freeing experience. It enlightens you. It opens you up to more of what I view as universal truth, karmic truths, right? And it frees you from burden. Frees you from any type of, well, not any type, but it frees you from deeply impactful negative or less than desirable, you know, points of view, perspectives, right? Which I think is here on the outskirts of your reading. It's on the edge. 5 of Cups there. Change your focus is the name of the card. Change your focus. So Leo, where there's a time in your life, or there's been a moment in your life where you've been despairing, thinking the worst, expecting the worst, not seeing the results in the time frame that you think, or in the capacity to the level that you think, right? Because I'm getting here where, okay, like if it was a grading system and you're like, I put in A+ effort, I'm expecting an A+. Get the grade back, A-, B+. You're like, what? Why? How is that? You know, it's really thrown you for a loop a little bit and kind of got you off your game for a while. I feel contextually, many of you, this is an energy that's passing. It's finally shifting away. 2 of Wands and the Fool. It's being released. You're choosing a different path. You're choosing to focus somewhere else. It's not to say this effort that you gave previously was wasted. I don't think so. But for a minute, you kind of were like, well, shit, I wasted my time. I did all that for nothing. Like, literally. That B+, you're like, that's like dirt on the ground to me. Like, that's crap. And it's like, what is it? Is it really? Is it really? You know, it's not the A+ that you were expecting. It's not the A++ that you think you're worth. But it's still a passing grade. You're still able to go back and show that what you submitted for work ticked some of those boxes. That would have contributed towards an A+, but according to whoever's grading you, you know, a person, the divine, yourself, whoever, there was just a difference of opinion on it. And again, I think it's because of the amount of effort you gave, Leo, that you're just like burnt up about it. Like, I really, really, really tried. And I really, 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 really believed that this would work. That what I was doing was enough. Turns out it wasn't A+ from you. And that's okay. And I think many of you are coming around to that, and that's okay. Because it wasn't a failure, but for a time it felt like a failure, right? But you're changing your focus. Or at least that's the advice. Change your focus. Stop thinking of it as a failure. A B+ literally is not a failure. One person or a couple of people out of a city's worth of people, or a council of people. Like, if this was literally like a mural in your city, or you're presenting this to a council and there's 15 people, but 2 of them say, I don't really care for it, but 13 others say, hey, you did a good job. Some of you are like really pissed that it wasn't all 15 people said this was amazing. Like, in the long run, fuck them. Those 2 people who were just like, it's okay. That's their opinion. They're allowed to have an opinion. You know? But I think most of you Leos know this already. Or it's coming into your consciousness. You're diving deep with this trust energy into this, well, it's like you're being told, but then it's like you're agreeing with the thing that you're being told, but kind of like, oh, I thought of it myself. Nah, you were kind of told it. You know, the universe or the powers that be or the circumstances around you kind of proved it to you. And then you're like, oh yeah, I knew that. Did you? Because before you were really sure, this is how it's gonna be. This is everything that, like, you had a lot of like assuredness. You were very sure. And now you're like, oh wait, maybe that, I was sure of that. No, I was sure of that thing. It's like, it's like hindsight 2020 almost. And that's good, because I think it's going to lead you into this new way of operating. Not to say you have no expectations, but to be less rigid with your expectations is what this feels like. With the Fool card and the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands has been coming out a lot in these readings for mid-July. So a lot of things are being shaken up. A lot of people are taking different pathways, taking new striking out in different ways than they did before. And I think for you, Leo, some of you, it means not to throw yourself whole hog into something or into someone. Into someone. Some of you, that's what that's about. It's like you threw yourself whole hog at a person or into a connection with a person of any type of connection. Doesn't have to be romantic. And now you're realizing, oh, no, shouldn't have done that. And there it is. Worth. 8 and 5. These two cards, 8 and 5. Some of you are learning that some people are not worth your entire self. They're not worth all of your dedicated effort. You know, again, this idea of this guy painting this mural and mixing the paints just so to get the perfect tint, the perfect hue of red. Like, it's not red, it's like burgundy red. And someone's like, I don't like that red, but it's not red, it's burgundy. I just see red. Like, do you not realize how painstakingly awful it was for me to mix these colors so that it looked burgundy and not red, you blind imbecile? Like, you're realizing some people don't appreciate the level of work that you put forth. And you need to release yourself from that and know where to set up shop, where to put your value. So we have Shine 19 is, I think that's in this deck. I can't remember. I'm actually going to have to look that one up. But I know 15 is Master, so that's Devil. Let me look this up real quick. It's making me feel like Temperance, but I don't think it's Temperance. And you would think I would remember the numbers, but sometimes in the major arcana, people like switch the numbers around. So I apologize. And that's another part of me not using these decks often. I forget what they mean. Let me see. But the Devil energy, I think you realize, like, some of you got taken advantage of, Leo. Someone got the best of your efforts and didn't really, you know, give you your shine. And that's off camera, I'm talking about it. That's what it looks like. Is it? No. You know, some of you are out there. Card 19 is this. Thank you. Okay, we got there. It's the sun. I was like, okay. So, Leo, you're here. And we're just talking about these. This isn't the next part of your reading. They just flipped over, so we'll talk about it real quick. Even though this is going to turn into a long reading. So, the Sun and the Devil. You know, this could be you shining a light on your own shortcomings. Your own tendency to box yourself in, your own tendency to possibly betray your own self-interest or your own best interest, if not self-interest, your best interest, your own tendency to betray yourself for the sake of others. You know, maybe some of you have been seeking approval from people in your life. This could be family, this could be friends, and you've always wanted them to tell you you've done a great job, but maybe it's not within their capacity with that Devil energy that was out here. Maybe they just don't have the capacity to express love in the way that you desire. And that's okay, because that's how they are. It's not to say it's okay and like everything that you've experienced with that person or in that connection is acceptable, but it's just to say, Leo, now you know, so what do you plan to do differently going forward? And I think most of this Leo energy is saying, yeah, I'm going to do shit differently going forward. Because the way I want to be treated, the way I want to be recognized is not the way that this person or that person or him over there or her over there. That's not the way I want to be perceived or treated or respected or interacted with. And because they're not going to give it to me, it doesn't mean I continue to give into the situation. I leave the situation. Fool. 2 of Wands. I leave the situation. 5 of Cups. Over that shit. Absolutely. Okay, there we go. I don't think we need to clarify anything, so let's just see what happens next for you, Leo. Because I think you understand. If it resonates with you, it resonates. If it doesn't, that's okay too. So let's see what happens next for Leo, please. Also, that Devil energy, that Master energy, that's Father archetype with Capricorn. Sun energy, that Shine energy, that's you, Leo. So this could be a relationship you have with your own father or aspects of masculine energy. Doesn't have to be a masculine or male person, but just masculine energy. You might not vibe with it or have a hard time agreeing with that energy type, finding semblance and peace with that archetype. Okay. What happens next for Leo in this reading? Thank you. There we go. Judgment. Solar plexus chakra. Perfect. Anything else? Yeah, because then we're gonna get a advice card. That's the word I wanted, the advice card. Again, I gotta double check myself. And again, I'm sorry for having to do this, but you girl, don't be studying cards like that. I'm very much an intuitive reader. I picked up a book once. Maybe twice the first couple times I was studying, but then I stopped. Anyway, so world and solar plexus. Ooh. They're very similar, or at least the edge of the, can you see it? Like the edge there, the lotus kind of edge to the solar plexus is very similar to in the background of the world card. But anyway, whatever the situation is, whatever stage or phase of your life this is, you're wrapping it up. You're done with it. You're done with them. You're done with yourself. Being this way, feeling this way, thinking this way, believing things to a certain extent or in a certain way. There is this higher frequency you wish to reach with the Embrace card. There's a release again with the Fool back there. It's just like where you've been has been very unfulfilled, Leo. And you realize, and more than you realize, you believe solar plexus energy. You believe that you can have more, you can do better, you can be recognized the way you want to be recognized. You can be loved the way you want to be loved. Because some of you, this is about a love, not a connection, but like a frequency of love, a type of love that you desire, that you feel you, again, you are kind of, I hate to use this word, but you're entitled to. That's your feeling. I'm entitled to. And it's not because you don't do anything. Again, the effort is there. You have shown that I can put in and deserve the type of love and recognition that I want. This isn't the sign of a lazy person. None of these cards indicate a person who isn't deserving. So maybe that's the word, not entitled, but you deserve it. You know it. You believe that. So it's now time to align yourself with that frequency, world energy, Saturnian energy. This is, again, another card of Capricorn. We didn't, again, it was just a flip, they flipped out, but the devil was a part of that. So again, the father archetype. So, a lot of rhetoric is out there about self-love, and it sounds hokey, or it sounds like, woo-woo, yeah, self-love, self-care. No, it's for real shit. Many people have to be the parents, the fathers, and the mothers that they never had. Even though you could have gone from pillow or baby bassinet up into your college dorm, you could have had both parents instilled in your life. Totally present, totally functional, but even in their functionality, there could have been something missing in the ways in which they showed love and appreciation towards you, the way you guys communicated, the way you guys got along, the way you guys showed some type of connectivity. It could have been, something could have been missing there, even if someone is physically in your life. So that's what I'm seeing here, is like you will have to learn, because again, Embrace world Saturnian, you have to learn to love yourself the way you want to be loved, the way you want other people to love you. You have to love yourself that way first. That's kind of, how can you love yourself if you don't love, how can you love anybody else if you don't love yourself first? And it's not to say that I don't think, I'm not seeing a person who doesn't love themselves. I see a person who expects people to come out of their, how can I say this? It's like you've modeled, you've shown the way that you want to be loved, but the people who have observed it of you don't know how to replicate it. There you go. So it's about capacity. It's about capability, right? You've shown it over and over and over again. 8. Another a cycling number. 8. You've shown it over and over and over again. This is the way I want to be loved. This is the way I want to be treated. This is the way I want to be respected. This is the way I want to be talked to. These are the ways in which I want to work with people. You know, maybe this is a work situation, has nothing to do with love, but I think for most of you Leos it is. But it's like you've modeled for people, this is how I want you to do it. Do it the way I do it. Do it the way I've done it for you. Do that for me. And other people are like, huh? I don't know. And you have to, for whatever reason, at least up until this point, you've had to, quote unquote, had to continue these relationships, friends, family, lovers, otherwise, you know? And now you're kind of like, nah. Or at least you release the expectation of it. If not release the person or the connection, but you release the expectation of it. And you begin to give that love, that care, that attention, that way of wanting to be dealt with to yourself. It's kind of a lonely avenue to walk for a minute. 2 and the Fool here, 2 of Wands and the Fool. You walk that path alone, but I think it's going to lead to something. That's what this feels like. And more than what it feels like, I think you believe it. Solar plexus energy. You believe it, Leo. Somebody else had this reading or a very similar reading, not this reading, but was it Aquarius? Might have been Aquarius. I've done all these in one day, so they're all blurring together. But if you want to check out the Aquarian reading, check it out. But I could be misremembering. I'm not exactly sure if it was them. Could be, though. All right, let's get a card of advice, and then we're going to wrap up. One card of advice for Leo, please. Card of advice for Leo here. Yes, okay. Thank you. Nice. Ace of Pentacles. I mean, it might involve new physical routine or some type of investment in your physical space, your physical body, your health, your wellness, your finances. There's something that this is a transition point or transient factor where if you change the way you eat, it changes the way you feel. If you change the way you exercise, it changes the way you eat. If you change the way you spend money, then you change your mood or you change your outlook on something. You know, it's like one thing influences the other. One thing affects the other. So it's like knowing what to, how can I say it? Knowing how to invest in yourself to get the best out of yourself, or the best out of the circumstances that you find yourself in, getting the best out of the circumstances that you want to find yourself in. If you want to find yourself surrounded by people who appreciate you, you have to do this other thing. It's like knowing, it's like a domino effect. One thing leads to another, and it just like, you know, like it all falls together or something like that. Hope that makes sense. Ace of Pentacles also, let me see. I mean, some of you literally get out into nature. That could be the thing. You know, you become more in tune with nature. You spend more time out and about. Number one, that changes your physiological makeup, you know. Get those good endorphins going in your brain, those good chemicals out there, you know. and then suddenly, you know, you're riding on cloud 9, you know. But also I think it's something therapeutic or something cathartic for you in that experience, okay? And if it's not about nature, again, it's like, you know, diet, exercise, your other aspects towards your wellness. Could be your mental health, you know, investing in that. So yeah, Leo, what an interesting reading. I don't feel many will resonate 100% with this, but I think what is there for you, you know what's there for you. You know what in this message was for you, okay? Leo, that is your reading for mid-July. If you like this reading, leave a like, drop a comment, do all that fun stuff, subscribe to the channel. If you want to, don't do anything you don't want to do. And if you want to get at me for a personal reading, you can find out how to do so by looking in the description box below. We'll be back soon to do those August readings. Your birthday reading is coming up in a few days, so be on the lookout for that. Your live again is on August the 7th at 7 p.m. here on the channel. Do come by, hang out, spend a good time with me, hopefully. And then we'll also be back for your mid-August reading. So a couple of things to look forward to in Leo season, all right? All right, guys, I thank you all so much for watching. Take care.